Hi, I'm Enchanting Nubianette. This news story is about a bizarre occurrence. For those of you who keep up with advanced technology and know how to utilize GPS, there are pros and cons. Here is a news story that everyone can relate to. This incident can possibly happen to more drivers in the future. 55-year-old Walter Fischel is an American tourist from Connecticut. He planned a vacation and traveled to South Africa. Straight out of the airport, he rented a vehicle at Avis. He's familiar with using a GPS, so he typed in his destination, Hermanas, and selected the shortest route. Purposely, he chose to avoid the highways. He didn't want to get delayed in traffic. And his plan was to stay there for about 6 or 7 days. Hermanas is a well-known town for watching whales. And after hanging out at some of the landmarks, he would return to the United States. Unbeknownst to Walter Fischel, he wasn't traveling on the correct route. Instead, the GPS led him south along the M18 and M22 to reach the coast, and Walter Fischel was heading to Nanga. Right away, when he noticed a change of environment, he recalled that Nanga wasn't a safe neighborhood. It's actually categorized as one of the worst slums in the world. Plus, it has the highest M rate in the nation. It is the capital of South Africa in a town within Cape Town, and there's a massive amount of gang violence and poverty there. Robberies have increased 29% this year, and there has been about 357 cases. Even when law enforcement officers enter this side of town, they are heavily armed. A short time after, 4 men were positioned near the street. They seemed to be waiting for their next victim. He was their next target, and they surrounded his rental car. Now, before I continue, please remember to hit the notification button, like and subscribe, and share my channel. Now back to this news story. Now, due to the traffic ahead of him, Walter Fischel could not accelerate and speed away. One of the thugs reached into his car, opened his door, and on the opposite side, the other thug opened the passenger side door, and he stole a few items from the car seat. Everyone, this is the main reason that I don't drive with my windows down. I'll have the driver's side window halfway down, but the other windows are open only slightly. Especially as a woman, I would be leaving myself open and even vulnerable. Once a criminal gets their hands inside of your car at the stoplight or when you have slowed down, there's no telling how the situation may escalate. And a carjacker, of course, will have the upper hand for sure. The carjacker nearest to him had a weapon in his waist, and Walter Fischel attempted to grab the criminal's weapon. But the thug swung away from him and fired the weapon at him. Unfortunately, Walter Fischel's face was hit. Even worse, the car thieves grabbed the car keys from the ignition. They kicked him out of the car, and then Walter Fischel took out his bag and managed to lose it when they wrestled it from him. Once again, the car thieves kicked him out of the car onto the ground, and the 4 men abandoned him with a face wound on the side of the road. It was there Walter Fischel spit out a few of his teeth along with a bullet. There was blood everywhere naturally, and he became unconscious and woke up in a hospital. And while doing some research, it was noted that traffic lights and stop signs increase a person's chance of becoming an accident or a crime casualty. All drivers need to adhere to these driving laws, but it's best to keep windows up and all doors locked. If someone tries to open the car doors and you're not able to speed ahead, in my opinion, Then the driver should honk their horn several times to draw attention, and other drivers and people on the street can be witnesses to what is happening and simultaneously call the police. It's such a frightening situation for anyone. Even so, it's best to think quickly and don't panic. Walter Fischel gave a few people a heads up about using the GPS. Blatantly, he warned them not to trust the GPS routes. Although the area isn't a far distance from the airport, it's still dangerous at any time. It was only 3 p.m. in the afternoon when Walter Fischel was carjacked. He also shared that the city's police and other officials need to give everyone, especially tourists, more information about the surrounding towns. I agree. Tourists ought to know where to avoid walking and driving. Now, the first medical facility did not have the experts to provide care for his fractured mandible and bullet hole in his face. Soon afterwards, he was transferred to Rondebosch Medical Center in Cape Town. Dennis Allard, the resident trauma surgeon, performed the needed surgery on him. Due to the nature of the wound, the surgery took the majority of the entire day, that Saturday. Walter Fischel's airway needed to be secure, plus blood was traveling to his lungs. It was such a delicate procedure because a bullet wound was in close proximity to the carotid or artery, which could have been very life-threatening. In this case, a bullet landed in Walter Fischel's mouth. So now he has a specialized tube in his neck, and it's evident in the photo. He's very thankful to be alive today. Wrong directions caused by the GPS change his fate. Technology really needs to be updated on a consistent basis to prevent drivers from danger. Over a month ago, I made a video of a man traveling to his daughter's birthday party. This father and husband used Google Maps on a dark, rainy night. On a stormy night also. Sadly, he drove into a closed bridge and landed in a lake, and he passed away because of the faulty GPS directions. It's best to refer to more than one GPS and compare the similarities in routes when possible. GPS depends on signals from a group of satellites to give locations. As in this case, there are times when it can't pinpoint the exact address, and sometimes signals interferences are caused by trees, buildings, bridges, and so on. My go-to is GPS's Waze. It's accurate and it includes reliable user feedback. I definitely would like to hear what you have to say about this news story. And remember to hit the notification button, like and subscribe to my channel, and share. Thanks a million, and stay safe wherever you are.